make a little review, and I didn't have like a recording, so I'm gonna start the recordings now. This is week 2, day 1. Last week I started David Gray's rehab, and that's been good. The first 2 days that was making my calf and even like my hamstrings. The first 2 days pretty sore. My calf, definitely my arch. I went arch, calf, hamstrings, and I basically felt arch soreness for like 3-4 days because I was doing David rehab, and then 3 days out of the week I was doing hyper arch training, hyper fascia training from Coach Chong, and tower curls. When I first started, it felt really jointy, like super jointy, like oh my god, like they did not feel good at all. Like the first 2 days I felt my feet are kind of like, yeah, like Chong talks about it, like feet are pretty like, it doesn't matter how they look or whatever, but my feet like, or for performance I guess, but yeah, because my feet been crammed in cleats for a long time. My feet are kind of like overlapping a little bit, and I have one of my toes, like next to my big toe, it's kind of like curled, and on my left foot, which is like my bad foot with my Achilles problem, that second toe next to the big toe was like every time I grabbed it, it would like hyperextend. Like I would try to grab it, but then one joint would grab and the other joint would like, you know what I mean? Like it would do that, and it felt like, whoa, what the hell? But now it's strong enough I could like actually grip it, and I don't feel that anymore. I'm like, oh wow, I was all tripping out like dude, is this how it's gonna be? Like, but I kind of just grunted through it. And Chong talks about it like, dude, if you're not doing it daily, it's like, what are you doing? So I've been doing it every day, and you know, after like the first 2-3 days, I was kind of like doing it at a different angle, trying not to like let that happen, but I was still trying to like do it because it was almost hindering me. Like it didn't hurt, but it felt not right, and it was like what the hell, my foot's all weak. But now I'm gripping it like a motherfucker, and I don't feel that at all. Like I'm actually able to grip the towel, not like one joint, like, you know, like I was gripping it with the pointer, and then it would like hyperextend, if that makes sense. It was weird. It was pretty weird. But yeah, no, it was feeling really good. And towards the end of the week, I wasn't really getting the most sore from Chong's or David's workouts. I was still feeling definitely my arch, like, and while doing it, I was still feeling like a crazy arch and calf burn. David workouts, not too much the first week, but still Chong's, like, yeah, like after doing the hyper arch hops, like, yeah, that would kick my ass straight up. Yeah, it would kick my ass, and I can only last like 2 minutes, maybe a minute and a half with solo reps. And yeah, my numbers for that first week was I could probably hold the leg swings with the marble a minute 30, triangles probably a minute 30. The best I got, I think, was 2 minutes. The single leg holds, holy crap, on the forefoot, like a minute 30, maybe 2 one day. Yeah, it's 2 to 5 minutes, so 1 to 5 minutes, I believe. And hyper arch, the best I got it was like 2 minutes, but the last 3 seconds wasn't the best form. But just trying to keep that foot stiff and everything. But just gave you last week's review, but today I indoor stretches right now, hating that. But today it was pretty fucking tough. I'm actually gonna switch my days to because I was gonna do hyper arch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then David's, you know, all throughout the week. But David's workout on Monday is tough, so I'm like, and he has like a part 2 that is pretty light, so I'm gonna use David's on that. I mean, Chong's workout on that, but I'm doing tower curls every day. But like I was saying, like David's workout today was nuts, straight nuts, on my soleus, on my forefoot, on my arch. It was really arch dominant, because that's what I'm really noticing. It's Chong's to access fascia you need to be on the forefoot, on the ball of the foot. And David Rehab the first week was like introducing the arch and the forefoot, but then he was like, oh, think about the heel, and I was like, I don't know if that's right, but I think it was like a progression. Obviously, he knows better than me. I'm not David Rehab, and yeah, you can see I'm all sweaty. So yeah, I was trusting the process though, because I was like, well, I'm still doing Chong's workout, and I'm just gonna, it's still only phase 1, but today was nuts. Very foot, calf, forefoot, ball of the foot dominant today, like crazy, and I loved it because that's what Chong talks about. Like athletes, like they only run on the balls of their foot. They only run. The heels barely even touch the floor. Like that's unnatural. Because I guess if you didn't have shoes, Graham Toe talks about this too. Like you have to have your foot. Yeah, if you're running barefoot, like you're not gonna slam your heels into the floor, like, or your joints or anything. You're gonna run where all that muscle and tissue is, and all that muscle and tissue is fascia. A lot of our fascia is in our feet and our abs, which is nuts. I knew about that before. Like a lot of fascia is in the glutes, the abs, and the bottom of the foot. And then I saw Chong's work, and he talks about that, like connecting all those, and I was like, whoa, connecting to that makes sense. And sorry, I went on a little tangent. But yeah, no, so David Gray's was nuts. Like I'm all sweating from that. And it was like hip hinges to squats. The first one was pronations, which is what I did last time, and that was like the more harder one. I put like a little towel under my foot, and I was just leaning my foot forward. I'll have to record those soon so I can showcase what I'm doing. And after that was these soleus slouches. They were nuts. Just really thinking about pushing through the ball of the foot, going down and staying there at knee over toe position, and then coming up, and it was pretty nuts. Pretty nuts, but it was pretty nuts. Yeah, no, that was just something I was really doing, and that set the tone. Like, oh wow, like I wonder how the other ones are doing, because that was 6 reps, and the other one was like 8 and 10 reps, and it was like this bent to straight leg calf raise. It was like a one motion, like kind of going up, pushing the leg back, and then holding for a 3 count, and then going up on a calf raise for a 3 count. Oh my god, I can't wait to feel how that. Because honestly, the first day of last week's was tough. Like I was like, oh shit, it's tough. But then it got like, this is easy sauce. So I can't wait to whenever that day is, like, oh, this feels easy sauce. Because yeah, no, it's tough. And then after that, it was hip hinges squats. If I wasn't doing ATG, I would not have been able to do that, like, at all. I'm like, hip hinge to squat? How does it make sense? I'm all like tripping out, like, how does other people like do this, like, who hasn't been like doing the stuff I've been doing? Like, holy crap. Like, I've been like purposely getting deep squats and everything, and it was tough for me. It's freaking tough for me. So I was just like, dang, dude, like, even all the preparation I had, like, this is still really tough. So I'm really glad it was tough, and that's when I like decided, like, yeah, let me just do the towel extensions today. Me doing this is my toes, not me, like, yeah, you get the point. Yeah, my towel curls with my feet, and it was pretty freaking nice. I'll show you how I do it a little bit. Doing it like that. So with my left foot today, I was able to feel my, I don't know if you see that flexing, my anterior tibial tendon on my left foot, which I could sometimes feel it, I could sometimes not. But that was like something that goes like, oh wow, I kind of woke up today. But for this foot, it was funny, I wasn't really able to flex or feel my, I don't know if you could see it, I could kind of see it, my anterior tendon, but I really felt it on the ball of my foot and right here up to my Achilles and calf right here, which was different. What I would feel just most toes. I never really felt burn. So this was pretty sick. Well, I did do it after David Gray, so maybe that's why too. But that was sick for me. But yeah, no, that's what I did today. I'm gonna start document this day by day since I talked about last week, so this is pretty long. This is week 2, day 1 of ankle rehab, David Gray and Hyperarch, Coach Chong style. So that's my week 2, day 1.